Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going on a hike with 64 other people and we're going to a place, well, this is what it's called. And right now there's the cherry blossoms, they're in full bloom. So we're going to check that out and then we're going to hike all the way to the top of some summit and see the view that we get there. So this ought to be an interesting day. I imagine there's going to be complete chaos in trying to keep track of everyone and where they're at, but we'll see. It's always fun to meet new people. So with 64 people going on this one, there should be a lot of people to meet. Now right now I'm following the group of people that we're meeting over there. I just decided to take the motorbike versus ride on those things. I like to leave whenever I want to leave. But anyway, so these are the two vans, or the two songtaos, that I'm following now, and we're about 15 more minutes before we get there, so I will see you there soon.
Person in front of you. We have a bunch of space down here that people could scrooch in, get down below. Okay. And could you make sure nobody's to your right? If there's nobody behind you, if there's no one behind you, you can go like this. If there's people behind you, don't do that. You'll block them, okay? All right? So pride, and then joy, okay? Your feet that way.
All right, now we're 22 minutes into the hike. So far it's been pretty pleasant, but that's how they usually start, and then they get more difficult over time. So coming out here with 64 people, so far it's been easy. We are spread out, and it's kind of hard to find everyone. We lose everyone, then we have to stop, and then it seems like it takes 7-8 minutes for everyone to get back together again. Big crowd is in front of me, and there's a few people behind. Nice and smiley. Everyone, I've met a lot of people here so far, and as you could quite guess, they're from all over the world. A couple of people from Turkey. I met a dad and his son from China. There's a couple of people from the US that I've met. I can't think of anything else. Oh yeah. The UK, definitely UK. I don't know how I could forget that. But anyway, it's one of those really nice days today. There's not a cloud in the sky. All you can hear are the birds. So far, so good. Just wait till the end of this. You'll see me dying. Just isn't right now. So for this hike, I went to Decathlon, and they're one of the few places, if any, that I've found that have my size, 46. That's in US size. That would be like 11.5. And I've found out from someone on the last hike that I went on what would be the best shoe to buy. So I got these right here. And they were really inexpensive. Can't remember right offhand what it was, but I remember I liked the price. But they're really good. They have this traction. I'm having to do a yoga pose to show you that. Let me turn the camera away from myself in order to navigate over this first. But my point is that they're They're very grippy shoes, and this time I'm not sliding all over the place, which feels so much better on my knees. Because when you slide sideways, it hurts my knee. I don't know where all the group is. I went back a little ways and found about 5 or 6 people. I don't even see them anymore. And up ahead we have 2. Where the rest of the people are out of 64, I do not know. So while I'm just walking by myself for a moment, let's talk. So if you've been following the channel, you know that I play the drums, but I'm starting a new hobby now. I am going to learn how to play the bass guitar. So I ordered a guitar online because I don't know anything about them. So I got a beginner's guitar. And I knew you had to get them set up. Kind of like if you buy a new bicycle out of a box, try to put it together. It's good to bring it to someone professional to tune everything on the bike. So I brought it to a place that I found online. And I brought it there because they had good reviews, and it was, you know, right here close in Chiang Mai, wasn't too far away. And what was really nice, they immediately took the guitar in, and the guy did his thing, was tuning everything, adjusting. I was sitting there waiting. I don't think the whole process took maybe 20 minutes, and he only charged 300 baht, which if you look on his website, that's his minimum to do anything. So I was very happy that he charged the minimum since it only took about 20 minutes. But I tipped him anyway because he immediately got me in, got everything taken care of. So now I can start practicing bass. So, all right, so I'm finding more of the people. I had to go really quick and catch up. Somehow I got behind. I didn't notice that everybody was ahead of me. So this is what it looks like right now. I love this terrain to walk on. The last hike I did, you couldn't even see your feet on part of it. It was just going straight up and the trail was hidden. But this one's really easy. I mean, obviously people take this with a truck. So this is really nice. We can all spread out and there's enough for people to walk side by side if they want to. So far, not a bad hike. All right, so right now they're giving us a choice. We can either take this path right over here and go 2 miles straight up the mountain. They say it's a difficult climb. A break there for cuteness. Or we can go back down this road and go all the way back and we're done. But of course, only for you guys, we're going up there. So we're making a small detour and we're going to check out the cherry blossoms that are in full bloom right now. And then after that, we're going to continue our hike. So what is your name one more time?
Joe.
Joe. I could remember that.
Tony.
Tony, that's correct. Argentina and China. We got people from everywhere out here today. And where are you from?
USA.
Well, that's not as exciting because that's where I'm from. What state are you in?
Washington.
That's still not exciting. It rains all the time there.
Seattle.
Oh, okay. Well,
Doesn't
Seattle's
rain all the
interesting.
time.
So these are the cherry blossoms that we're here to see. And they are in full bloom. I've seen these once before. It was in Japan like a long time ago. So this is the first time I've seen them in, I guess, 32 years. And when you look at them like this, when there's so many around, it's absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, there's people everywhere, which means I probably need to mask up. So sometimes on a hike in the middle of nowhere, you meet subscribers like I just met two. Now, what is your names?
Abdul.
Alma.
And where are you from?
Canada.
Canada.
Canada. Yeah, we just passed by on the trail going up, and they're like, oh, we know you, we know your channel. So I thought that was pretty cool. You never know where you might see a subscriber at. Going uphill now. This is where the fun's at. That was cool meeting people out in the middle of nowhere that recognize you because of your channel. That's happened quite a few times, but not out here in the jungle. So that was the first. Yes, I'm breathing hard. Just ran up a little part of the mountain. Now we're heading a little bit more downhill. I'll give you the view. You can see off to the side that it looks really pretty. Here. So as you can see, our elevation is very high. This group of 64 are spread out everywhere. I haven't seen a lot of them. I'm sure some of them did not come this harder way. So I don't know what our number's down to. I see 2 people up ahead, nobody behind me, and I don't know how much longer we have, but this trail's not bad. I'm breathing like I'm dying just because I can go up 1 flight of stairs and I sound just about like this. My cardio's terrible. The one thing nice about these hikes is you get to meet so many different people and you're all doing something fun. So it's a fun way to get out, meet people, then later on you could find them on Facebook because we're all part of a Facebook group for hiking, and continue to talk to everyone, stay connected. So it's really nice. So I found a spot that's got a nice little pretty scenic view. Check this out. It's so quiet up here. Very nice. Looks like somebody's had a campfire here, which makes sense. Why would you not want to camp right in front of all that? Absolutely beautiful. So I like to get these hikes in. This is my 3rd one every month and a half or so. I really enjoy doing it. It takes a lot out of you whenever you do one of these hikes. I'm more wimpy than most people, so it absolutely wears me out at the end of these hikes. And I wanted to go ahead and do some hikes while it's still somewhat nice and the smoky season hasn't started. For those of you not familiar with what smoky season is, I think, because this is the first time I've been here this time of year, sometime maybe later in January, and the worst I think is in March, the farmers all over the place, not only in this country but the surrounding countries, burn their old crops to make way for the new, and all that smoke goes up into the air and comes over to Chiang Mai, because Chiang Mai is like you're in a bowl. So in other words, it leaves the mountains and settles right in Chiang Mai, and the air quality sometimes is the worst in the world depending on the day. And I heard it's not a lot of fun. Kendall and I, when we were still in the US this time last year and we knew we were coming here, kept an eye on the air quality, and we could see how bad it was getting day to day. And sometimes it was the #1 worst in the world, Chiang Mai. So that's something to consider those times of years, time of the year. This March, we are going to spend time in, I'm going to butcher the name, Champon, something like that. It's down south on the beach. And we're going to stay there about in a house that's supposedly 20 feet from the ocean. And you guys get to see as well, because of course I'm going to be doing video there. Should be fun. And it's not too far away. Well, I caught up to some people. Show you how straight up it's going. Here's what level looks like. And this is where we're going right now. Hopefully the top's not too far, but I can see someone way farther than you can see from this camera view way up there. So anyway, onward and upward. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. So it's like about this point, you wonder, why did I sign up for this? What's so fun about hiking? Till you get to the top. But I'm not there yet. Straight up. At least it's easy to get a foothold here. So that part's fairly easy. Another thing I wasn't expecting to find way up here, you're about to see in a minute. Hello. Hold on. Okay, I think we're almost at the top because I hear a bunch of voices. So that's always a good thing. And I made it just for you guys. Oh, thank goodness. If only they had fresh drinks and maybe a massage chair. That would be lovely. Well, I was going to fly the drone once I reached to the top, but if I try to fly with it this windy, I'll never see my drone again. So this is about as good as it's gonna get as far as the top view. Well, I'm headed back to where we started. It only looks like it's 1.6 kilometers, so not too far. Met a lot of interesting and nice people. Always do on these hikes. It's always a lot of fun, but I am glad when they're over. We're gonna go ahead and end this here. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you feel so inclined, buy us a coffee. There's a link in the description. And as always, we like to end our videos by saying Kap Kun Krap.